All right, welcome everybody. Oh my goodness, this is Carrie Williams from Chandler, Arizona, and I am so excited. Thank you guys first for joining us. If you are new on the call, welcome. We're thrilled to have you on the team, and if you've been with us for years, we're thrilled for you guys as well. So I want to cut right to it because tonight we are in for a very special treat. So I have the privilege and honor of introducing Carrie Dickie, Master Pro 11. You guys, there's only 3 Pro 11s in the entire company. And Carrie is who introduced me to LifeVantage. Carrie, tonight, you guys, I can't even tell you. Carrie has just been such an incredible friend, mentor, leader, partner in crime. We've had a million laughs. She just has the hugest heart. Carrie, you have completely changed my life. I can't even imagine, what my life would be like if without you. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But tonight, we are so blessed because we get to hear Carrie talk about how to develop leaders. And I got to tell you, in my opinion, there is literally not a better person out there to talk about this subject. Carrie she's remarkable in every way. She grabs a hold, she digs deep, she leads with her heart, and she can inspire people and just take them, way beyond that they ever thought they could do. But so Carrie, I want to turn it over to you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are thrilled to have you on our Zoom. So thank you.
You know what, Carrie, I am just tripping out looking at you and your big, giant, beautiful white teeth and remembering the conversation. Like, you're going to kill me right now.
Don't you just stop right now. We don't need that.
This is good stuff. This is juicy stuff, you guys. Like, Carrie is one of the best students I have ever, probably, I don't know if she's the best, but if not, she's one of the top 2. And I'm going to tell you something. This girl, I remember when I said to her, sister, we have to find a different part of your voice. Do you remember? And I'm listening to you right now, and the power in your voice and the passion and the depth of, you found it. She was Mickey flipping mouse. I am not joking. And her voice there was a part of her voice, I'm just being honest, that literally was like nails on a chalkboard for probably 90% of the people, just saying. And Carrie was such a great student that she allowed me to share with her. Obviously, this is not in the first 15 minutes. You've got to build trust with people. But I just was listening to you speak, Carrie, and I could listen to you all night. Not only do you have the most beautiful smile on planet Earth, I mean, look at the size of those gorgeous, and I remember you didn't like your teeth. And I said, are you out of your ever-loving mind, lady? Those are the most beautiful teeth I've ever seen. And her voice is so strong and so sturdy. I remember Vanessa Marquez, I said, girlfriend, you are 23 years old. And you are talking to doctors and people 3 decades older than you. Find a different posture. Throw your shoulders back. Stand up tall, stop wearing sexy clothes. She wouldn't care if I shared this. You're going to have to work twice as hard because you're so darn young. So leadership is the topic tonight. Leadership is the topic. And I want to tell you guys, it can take 18 months to find the kind of leader that's going to blow your business up, and you will never, ever have the same business for as long as you live. It can take 18 months. It can take 2 years to find somebody that is literally going to take hold of this business and run like the wind. But what else is out there that offers an upside potential like one person creating for you $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a month, or maybe it's only 10 grand a month. But I'm telling you guys, this is the only thing I know that creates leveraged income that can come from literally a few people. So I want to tell you, first of all, Carrie was saying, Carrie, a lot of people are new and, they hear the Monday call, but I don't do a lot of training anymore, that grassroots training. And, also that sometimes you forget things. So she asked me to go deep, and I just want to start. I know I did this yesterday, part of it on the training, but I want to remind you that I was I found Stu. Stu did not find me. A guy came to the door and said, I'd like to talk to Gordon, my then husband, about about my business. And I said, well, oh my gosh, like he just left. He's not here. So what did this guy do? He ducked out of the house and left me at home. And I said, well, come in and tell me about your business. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I made him a cup of tea. And after about an hour, this guy was an engineer, I said, are you kidding me? Wait, you mean to tell me that someone sells a vitamin in Kentucky or Louisiana or Timbuktu and I get paid? He said, that's exactly what I'm telling you. And I said, well, then sign me up. And my husband came home an hour later. I said, honey, we got a new business. You guys, I was fascinated, man. I was young. I had no circle of influence. I was ineffective. I was scared to death. I didn't have experience. I didn't have good business experience. But I tell you what, I was fired up. And I proceeded to look for anybody that could help me because this engineer couldn't answer the questions. And he mentioned a guy called Stan, and I said, can we get to this? Who's Stan? Oh, he's the upline. What's an upline? It's the sponsor. I'm like, okay, so can I just find that guy? And I started talking to that guy, and he was twice as bad. I said, no, and he goes, but I got this guy, Stu. I'm like, who's Stu? He goes, it's my upline. I'm like, can I learn about this upline? And I make the phone call, and I hear Stu's voice. Leave a message. Stu Brody here. Call you back. I'm like, that is my dude. And I reached up for him. I reached up. You're either reaching up if you're a firecracker and you're in and you don't even know where your leaders are, or if you're a leader, you're reaching down, you're looking down, you're either up or you're down, you're looking around, you're not just standing still. So that's how I found Stu. And then ultimately he got in my Monavie business, and then I got in his LifeVantage business, because he's the one that found the company. And you guys, Stu and I have built my business together. Make no mistake about it. Stu is required. He is the wind beneath my wings, baby. And you all know how much he has been a part of this huge machine. We do this business together, and we both have 200,000 customers all over the world. It's crazy. And Stu, of course, has other leaders on the outside. But we, this crazy organization make up the bulk of Stu's business. So it's insane. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of this giant organization that we as a partnership and as a team have built with all the leaders? Okay, that's number one. Number two, listen to how I found Carrie Williams. You guys, when there's a meeting or there's a Zoom meeting and maybe you've sponsored one person and they brought a guest, you need to know about that guest. You need to have asked about that guest. If you have one person bringing someone to a Zoom, you need to say, tell me about the person that is coming to the Zoom. Tell me about that. You are looking for clues, right? So I said I'll just tell you quickly how I found Carrie Williams. It's unbelievable, but had I not been proactive and digging deep and looking down, I would never have found this amazing woman who now I look up to. It's incredible. So some lady, literally, actually a gentleman came to my home returning my kid from a play date. And I said, thank you for bringing my kid home. And he says, what on earth is going on here? And I said, I'm recording something for my business. He said, tell me about your business. I said, you drink this bottle. It was a bottle of Monavie, fruit juice, right? Amazing fruit juice. And he said, I think my wife might be interested in this. I said, take the fruit juice home, and what's her name? Denise Wilcox. The next day he calls me up and he goes, you're not going to believe this. This lady just came into my business from Brazil. She's looking at opening an acai place right next door to my storefront here in San Clemente. Can I talk to her about the juice? I said, absolutely. Give me her number. And I called her. That was Carrie Williams' aunt, Jeannie. Well, I said, Aunt Jeannie, I hear there's some fun people over in Arizona. I got in the car. I drove over with Aunt Jeannie, and there were a meeting of 50 people, Carrie Williams' aunts, along with 50 other crazy women, and we're talking juice. And I noticed that Carrie was very interested in she hung on every word. There were 50 people in the room. I was paying attention to everybody, and I noticed this blonde girl in the back, very shy. She's not the girl you know today. very shy, not so healthy. I could tell. And I made a connection with her. And at the end of the meeting, I made a beeline for her. And I had a conversation. And I knew she had just had a baby, that she was not hoping not to go back to work at her job. And we made a little connection. I took her number and I left a message on her phone. I said, you know what? I noticed you yesterday and you asked some good questions, or we had a little connection at the end. And I just want you to know that I'm interested in talking with you if you're interested in talking with me. I saw something in you. Well, her sister had told her, or her aunt had told her, you can't call the top girl. It was our other company. You can't just call somebody that did the meeting. And I left a message and said, oh, yes, you can. So she contacted me, and you guys, the rest is history. Go to the next company. Carrie is my frontline distributor. Her aunt didn't want to be her sponsor, if you can believe it. I want to give you one more. Patsy, so Carrie Williams picks up a business card, Patsy Caulfield's business card, because she's a little entrepreneur. She puts her card in the cleaners because she's an Arbonne distributor. Carrie Williams picks it up, contacts Patsy Caulfield. Patsy's amazing. Patsy knows Marco and Diane Rodriguez. And Carrie Williams reaches deep and learns about Patsy and Marco. And these people take hold of this business and they say they're going to beat Dickie to Pro 12. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's fire down below. They're not like, how do I do this? I mean, they're wonderful students, but they believe and they're going to do this, or they're going to die trying, right? So you guys, anybody can find a general at any time, right? In the beginning, it's only you and you alone. But I'm telling you, if you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, or you listen to a CD, or you do a meditation and your business is strong, I mean, if your mind is strong and you believe, your business is strong. If you wake up in the morning and you have 10,000 people in your business and you're worried and you think it's all going to fall apart, let me tell you, your business is weak. It's the 6 inches between your ears that you have to manage. That piece of real estate is the most important piece of real estate on the planet. You think it's your bed, or you think it's your home, or you think it's the building that you own. No, it's the 6 inches between your ears. That's the most important real estate on the planet. And you have to pick the weeds. You've got to tend the garden. You have to keep it strong. So when you start out, you are the only person in your business. That's fine. But the day you sign up, number one, you are a leader. And I think that people shy away from signing people up. They sabotage themselves signing people up. They're scared to sign people up because they don't know what to do. And guess what? It's okay not to know what to do. It's okay, because there's this thing called faking it till you make it. I'm like a queen of fake it till you make it. No kidding. So I remember early on, I was with a company called Southern Living at Home Decor Items, 2005. And I didn't know ladies who decorated. I was a fitness instructor. I had no idea how to bond with people that decorated homes. Clearly, I couldn't decorate my way out of a paper bag. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to find a way to connect with these people, because I got to find somebody that's going to sell these items. And I learned about the compliment. And I can't tell you how valuable the compliment is in your life. If you're scared to death, go out and just learn to compliment. Learn to connect with people with a very, very authentic compliment. And I would go out and get in the Starbucks line. I was scared to death. I was young. I wasn't connected well. And I would go out and I would look at somebody, and you guys all know I don't have a lot of hair, and I'm fascinated by people with hair. And I would say, what a beautiful head of hair you have. Do you think they didn't want to talk to me? Or I'd say to a guy, you know, any guy that has something other than flip-flops and tennis shoes in California, man, I'm like, dude, that is a nice pair of shoes. Or I like your tie. Or you have a beautiful head of hair if they're not bald. I mean, seriously, there are a lot of compliments you can give. And I would start with a genuine compliment, string up the conversation. I cannot tell you how many people that will give you a reason to share if you ask enough questions about them. Just have fun, practice. You'll be bad before you're good and good before you're great. But being a leader starts starts with learning how to connect with people, bringing one person in. So, you know, a lot of people are out there on Facebook doing attraction marketing, and that's wonderful. And a lot of people are out there connecting with friends, neighbors, business partners, brothers, sisters, dogs, whoever you're connecting with, right? You guys, when you bring somebody fabulous in, the question is, what on earth do you do with them? It's such a big deal. If you've got somebody amazing, get busy with them. Work with them. Don't be obsessed with them. Meet them where they are. If they meet you, you meet them. The first thing you do is homework. You give them a piece of homework. You're busy. Your time is valuable. Their time is valuable. They do the homework, and you meet if they've done the homework. So when I get somebody, they become a distributor in my organization, I say, listen, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go to YouTube and watch this, or I need you to look on PubMed and find your 3 favorite studies, or I need you to read chapter 2 of your first year in network marketing, or I need you to read the first chapter of GoPro, or I need you to look at, you know, network marketing, The View from Venus, and read chapter 9 on tools, whatever it is. Give them a piece of homework. If they don't do the homework, you don't meet. It means you don't have somebody that's ready to be a general. And your posture is everything. Tony Robbins says, 2 people enter a room, the one that has the highest signal wins. Not arrogance, not ego. It's about passion, enthusiasm, and valuing yourself. So if you ask someone to do your homework, to do their homework, and give them a piece of homework, something they need, then before you meet, you confirm the appointment and you say, did you do your homework? A good student, a general, a leader, they do their homework. And if you're not doing yours, then you're just not ready to be a leader yet. But you guys, the leaders are the ones that are making the money. You cannot get to Pro 4 without being some sort of a leader. It's impossible. You cannot create $10,000 in volume without having someone in your organization. So the first thing they need to do is the homework. And then when you get with somebody, you know, these conversations about sit down for an hour and figure out the why. Are you kidding me? I'm like, what do you want? Why do you want it? What are you willing to do to get it? And honestly, the what do you want? I already know what they want. I just went through the process of they became a distributor. If someone's spending money on a platinum pack or a gold, I don't really do much with the freedom. But if they're doing a Vantage or a gold and a platinum, we've already talked about what they want. Now we already even know why they want it. But crystallize it. It's one thing for you to say it, but to have them say it again. Remind me, what is it that you want out of this business? Great. You want to be 7? You want to earn $100,000 a month? That's a good starting point. Or do you want to be Pro 5 and earn X, $2,500 a month? What is it that you want? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? If somebody says they want to be Pro 7 in a year and they're willing to, they won't go to Elite Academy happening in Charleston in February, I say your goal is not attainable. At least that's been my experience. You don't have to be obnoxious. Say, this isn't about me, it's about you, but I'm not going to lie, right? High signal. So, and if you don't know the answer, like you don't know, you bumble around and say, let me find someone who does know. I'm brand new in this business. Let me connect with my business partner, not your upline, downline. I hate those. Let me connect with the business partner and let's see if your goals are realistic, if they're attainable. So what do you want? Why do you want it? What are you willing to do to get it? That takes 10 minutes. Seriously, that does not take very long. You can get to the meat of the matter. They'll probably be crying. If they parted with platinum pack money, they'll probably be crying instantly, telling you what it is that they do not have in their life now that they want, okay? So they get in. You give them a little bit of homework. Generals or potential leaders not only do their homework, but they have courage. You tell them, well, the first thing we need to do is get you a check, right? We need to get you some money. That is your first goal, you guys. Get them a check. I don't care if it's 40% on a bottle of Protandim. I don't care what it is. They need a check because seeing money shows that this works. I never, ever forget our very first premier school that Stu and I attended in Arizona, or sorry, in San Diego. And I remember the Blanches came down and they talked about the fact that they received, Russell told us he received a check for $36 and it ignited him. He's like, oh my gosh, this works. I just got a check in a week. Do you know that people can sign up on a Friday and receive a check the following Tuesday? I mean, it may take like 10 days. That's huge. When people see the money roll in, it makes a world of difference. So you need to get them a check. Make phone calls. Contact, say, who do you know that would be interested in, who do you know that's sick? Who do you know that's broke? Who do you know that had it, lost it, had it, and lost it? Who do you know that has the Super Bowl party every single week? You are creating people and you are making that phone call. I've been known to call people up and say, listen, I got Carrie Williams here and she's terrified. She's under the table, but she tells me that every year you're the one that has the party. And she says that you are fanatic about health products. And I'm calling you because she's got something really exciting. Can you watch an ABC Primetime investigative report that aired back in 2005 while we wait? Carrie, say hi. Come on, come over here and say hi to your Aunt Linda. I'm not kidding. That's how, have fun with this business. Have fun. Be authentic. If you're scared, say I'm super nervous. Oh my gosh, you're on my chicken list. But today, I'm taking you off because I found something I know you're going to be excited about. So a leader is somebody that does their homework. A leader is somebody that has courage. A leader is somebody that is fearless. They're willing to set up their launch right now and contact 10 people and say, listen, I'm looking for people that not only do I want to work with, but I want to travel the world with. And I am looking for someone who wants to travel the world with me. Is that you? And put them on a launch call. Say, listen, I just want you to listen in. I'm not attached. I love that whole thing, that whole Fred Davis. You know, I've got something I want to share with you. If it's fabulous and it resonates, it's something we can do together. If not, no problem. You guys, I haven't even looked at that invite and I've got it in my brain and in my heart. It's something that, you know, if something we want to do together, it'd be fabulous. If not, no problem. I'm not attached. Do you have time to watch an ABC Primetime investigative report? It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Don't think. If you sit around and think, you talk yourself out of it. So leaders do their homework. Leaders have courage. Leaders are fearless. They're ready to set up their first launch. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I don't know what person would not join me. I'm telling you, I've been doing yoga with a girl for 8 years, and she says, oh my gosh, you have such an amazing life. You go everywhere. I want to go with you. Carrie, I want to be your assistant. And I'm like, no, you don't, Noelle. Are you kidding me? I have invited you. I mean, this girl, I would build her business for her. That's how much I love her and how much she deserves it and how many people she knows. But no, she'd rather be my assistant. Go figure. I just absolutely don't get it. In my opinion, she's lovely and wonderful and she's amazing, but she ain't courageous and she ain't fearless because she doesn't get it. Kills me. So anyway, you got to be courageous. You got to be fearless. You got to do your homework. You got to ask for what you want. Now I'm going to talk about this launch or this home meeting or you're on Facebook. I don't care where you are, but you have got to hone it in. You've got to be digging in. When I was in that home and I made connection with Carrie Williams, I was looking around, looking for the people who were spaced out, disengaged, texting on their phone, not paying attention. I blotted them out of my life, not forever, but for the purpose of looking for a general. You're looking for someone who is moving closer, who is leaning in, who has a furrowed brow, who is taking notes. Pay attention. And here's the deal. At the end of the meeting, I remember, gosh, Carrie, like it was yesterday. We were in Sioux Falls. We walk in the door, Carrie, Maria, and Carrie, the three amigas. And there are 100 people in the room, and these people are ready to listen. And first thing, Sean Post stands up in the room and he says, excuse me, I got a question. You guys, questions come at the end. I said, you know what? I am so excited to answer your question. But here's the deal. We got 1 hour with this group of people, and I want you to get all the time you need to get your question answered. So at the end of the meeting, I'm going to make a beeline for you, and we are going to answer your question. And that question probably would have shut down the whole market because this guy was not happy that we were there. But at the end, Carrie Williams made a beeline over, and she answered Sean's question, and Maria was looking and scanning the room for who's paying attention. Hey, Kara, I hear some background. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, Maria's scanning the room. I'm scanning the room, and at the end of the deal, then we are running around looking for the people that are interested. Check this out. So John Brooks, I'm going to call him out. He comes up to us. He's such a smarty party. He's so smart. He comes up to us in Sioux Falls, and he says, I'd like to have breakfast with you girls. And we're like, okay. And he's like, I'll buy you breakfast. We're like, we love to eat. We'll meet you. So we go out to eat in Sioux Falls. And everybody says to John, how did you get breakfast with Carrie, Dickie, and Carrie Williams? He's like, I don't know. I asked. Right? Hey, Carrie, there's all this rustling.
I'm looking for those. Anyone out there, if you are unmuted, please mute your phone. And I'm looking for them while you're talking, Carrie.
Thank you. So anyway, we have this breakfast. So we go out at the end of the breakfast, and it's freezing in Sioux Falls. And I got my, muffler on and my coat, and he goes to his car, and he opens up this huge poster. And in the middle, it's the circle, and it says me. And then he's got all these lines out to all these customers that he is ordering product for and taking it to them and selling it to them for less than he paid for it. And I looked at him, I said, dude, you are getting 50 lashes with a wet noodle right now. But first, tell me who are the 7 people you're most excited about, because we got a meeting tonight. He goes, okay. And he gives me the names of these people, and I start dialing for dollars in the parking lot, the freezing parking lot. What was the name of one of them? I remember, but I call him up and said, my name is Carrie Dickie. I'm in town for one night and one night only. I know you're a friend of John Brooks, and he is so excited about you. He has told me this about you, this about you, this about you. I'll see you tonight at the meeting, 7 o'clock. We're saving a seat in front for you. Woo! And literally, we did that with so many people, and they showed up. You remember Carrie Cash Unruh, right? I call this guy Cash Unruh. And I'm like, dude, I just left you a voicemail. Go listen to it. And he's like, who is this woman, right? And I said, Cash Unruh, Carrie Dickie here, listen. Somebody's bragging about you. I don't remember who it was. Somebody's bragging about you. You need to be at the meeting tonight. We're saving a seat front row. You the man. We'll see you there. He showed up, right? You got to be a little bit of ingenuity, have a little bit of fun, you guys. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, okay? Seriously, we've got to have more fun. Generals are interested in participation. So they're not going to volunteer for the most part. They're terrified. So you have to invite them. Listen, at the next meeting, or it's even better to tell them that night, the night of the meeting, because then they're not freaking out for a week because it's not a big deal. Just want you to stand up and tell your story like you've been taking Protandim for 2 months or a month. Want you to share in front of the room and tell us what you've experienced. No medical claims. Protandim's not meant to cure, treat. I mean, right there. They have to memorize. Protandim is not meant to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate disease, nor are any of our other products meant to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate disease. How do they memorize these things? By practicing these things, right? They are going to learn to parrot you, but you have to kick them out of the nest. What mother bird just kept bringing worms for 100 years? No, they kick them out of the nest, right? And they learn how to fly. So you have to invite your new distributor to share their story. Then invite your new distributor to talk about how they got involved and how they found LifeVantage, because truly your personal story is the most important tool in your toolbox. So you have to hone your personal story. If it's necessary, if it's not necessary to say it, it's necessary not to say it. A new distributor, you may say to them, listen, I want you to go home tonight. I want you to tell your story. I want you to type it out. Give me the gory details. Tell me your story. And what did you do before? What did you see when you joined LifeVantage? What are your hopes for LifeVantage now? What do you hope to achieve? What are your dreams? Where are you going with this? And share that information. And your sponsor will help you whittle it down, because you're looking for common themes in your story. Like, I'm broke. Yeah, guess what? I'm broke, right? I'm sick and tired of having a boss. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of having a boss too. I'm sick and tired of not having enough money at the end of my month to do something. I'm tired of not having any time. I'm not tired of seeing my kids. I want my husband home. I want some time freedom. I want to stay home when I'm sick. I want to sleep till I'm done sleeping. You guys, there are a million reasons that people do this business. So we're looking for generals. Ask the general to share the testimonial. Teach them how to share a testimonial. Ask your generals to be accountable, right? Ask them to bring 3 guests to the meeting or 10 guests to the meeting. I'm going to do a Zoom for you. I was just with a group yesterday and I said, listen, I'm happy to help you grow. Happy. But I don't mean to be snobby or nasty, but I don't need them, right? I'm excited, but I'm not going to come out of my house to do a meeting for 2 people. It's not going to happen. And I don't even want to do a Zoom for 2 people. So I said to them, listen, I will come down here and do meetings all day long for you. But here's the thing. If you do a meeting, even in my city of San Clemente or my city of San Juan, and I got to drive 10 minutes to do the meeting, if you have 2 people there, it's going to irritate me. I'm just saying. I'm a busy girl and I enjoy my life. And the truth is, I really want to build your business. But if you did this to me, 10 years ago, I'd have had 14, 30 people in the room. I would have died trying. Carrie Williams, one time I came to Phoenix, she didn't get 1 business builder out of it. But that girl had 52 people in the room. I will never forget it. And I'm like, doesn't this girl know anyone that was entrepreneurial? Really, it was painful. And I remember her 2 years ago, she'd say to me, Carrie, I swear, you probably think I'm not working. I'm going through the numbers. Like, Carrie goes through the numbers. You guys don't know, or maybe you don't know, just how many numbers you have to go through. You need to go through numbers, and you cannot be attached. If you're not having success, I've asked people, well, how many people have you talked to this month? And they go, well, I talked to my chiropractor, and I talked to my rheumatologist or my friend. No, like, really? Talk to everybody everywhere. Practice. Go out. You don't have to go out to work. Just go out and talk. Ask questions. Family, occupation, recreation, money. Form. Family, occupation, recreation, money. How's your family? What's going on? They'll give you a reason to talk about business or products. Occupation. They'll give you a reason. Recreation. So, are you going on vacation? Where are you going for Christmas? Right? Where are you going? Where's your family live? Are you excited about your Christmas present? I'd like to buy my wife a car, but I'm broke. Family, occupation, recreation, money. You will find many, many, many reasons to share what we have, and maybe it's not right there. Maybe you call back after the first of the year and say, I was thinking about what you said. I haven't been able to stop thinking about you since the conversation we had a couple weeks before Christmas. Didn't seem like the appropriate time to be talking about a potential new business. But I'll tell you, if you're looking for some, were you just joking around, or would you be interested in earning some extra income? So maybe in December you can get her a car, or you can send your kid to the college of his choice, or whatever it is. You guys, you kind of got to be like an investigator. You've got to dig deep. You've got to be looking for the what's unsaid. What is the unsaid stuff? What are the things that people are not saying? Watch their body language when you talked about where are you going for Christmas? What's your vacation this year? What did you get your wife for Christmas? Look at the unsaid, the body language. Watch, listen, pick up on the clues, right? So ask your generals to start, new people that are excited. Ask them to volunteer. Ask them to volunteer to set up a room. Ask them to volunteer to run a Zoom. Ask them to volunteer to anything regarding our business. Get them to take ownership and just have them do a little project. And you're looking for someone who says, yes, me, it's my turn. I want to do this. Generals are in the front of the room. Even if all they're doing is sharing a testimonial, they are the people that are willing to be in front of the room. Teach your generals about the back office. Get there to share a Zoom and share a screen. Teach them how to figure out the qualifications. Show them how to look at their tree. People are so excited about putting leaves on their tree. Maybe they don't even know how to do it, but don't get bogged down. It should be a 15-minute tutorial. See how interested they are in learning. I mean, I got a new girl across, my neighbor literally tells me everything. She's like, Carrie, your loyalty points are about to expire. Order your loyalty products. They expire December 31st. And by the way, they do. So, you know, these people step up and show you what they're made of. So let's see. Guys, we do 3 things in our business. We expose people to ABC primetime. And to date, I mean, yesterday when I went to this meeting, this doctor meeting in San Diego, man, I was so freaked out we weren't going to get that thing up and running. It worked out perfectly. But I thought, you know, I don't want to tell the company story without looking at Dr. Joe McCord. I don't want to tell the company story without being able to say, did you see that John Quinones had the oxidative stress of a newborn? Did you see that after taking Protandim for 30 days, they could no longer distinguish the blood of an 80-year-old versus that of a 20-year-old? You guys, we had a room yesterday of, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 people. There was a gentleman there that so I'm going to give you this. There was a gentleman there that his wife was so sick, she could hardly take her head off the pillow. And he had 2 daughters that were so sick, they can't function in normal life, 17 and like 18 or something. They were so sick. This guy's so broke. They have no insurance. And this guy wants to do the business. And I'm looking around for like, who's going to come over and connect with this guy? I'm like almost pro 12. Like, do I have to do it? And I did. I liked him. I felt sorry for him. I'm like, dude, you can do this business. But here's the thing. Here's the bridge. This guy thought that he's going to have to do what I had been able to do. He wasn't equipped to stand in front of a room and be that guy. He's sick. His wife's sick. The kids are sick. He's broke. He's scared. And I'm like, dude, we will do it for you and with you because you deserve this. But I'm looking for, where is my team? Where's the team that's going to talk to this guy and support this guy? Because I'm not going to be on the phone every day with this guy, but they should be. That's your job. Dig deep, ask questions. At the end of the meeting, man, you make a beeline. Do you have any questions for me? Many times they do, but they're embarrassed to come up and ask. I can't tell you how many people are in the organizations of my people because of me digging deep, asking questions, going directly up to somebody and saying, listen, you know, I know who invited you here. Okay, so they're obviously busy right now. I'm not jumping them. I'm not trying to steal them from you. Give me your number so that if you can't reach them, you can reach me. And I'll put, you know, so-and-so, Carrie Williams, so that I know that you belong to Carrie Williams. But I just want you to be able to get your questions answered because I see that you're really interested. Tell me, what is it that you saw here today that grabbed your attention? You guys, you don't know how many generals have come across your path that you may have missed. You don't know. I got to tell you, and it can be on a Zoom. You can literally call somebody out at the end. You can invite people to ask a few questions. Find the ones that are raising their hands, that are interested. It's on Facebook. If somebody's reaching out to you, give and take with them. Ask questions. Tell them you're looking for leaders, people that want to make the money. The money is made by the people in front of the room. So I don't know, Williams, do we need to ask for any questions or open it up for anything? I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Anything else? Was that helpful? Like, it's so weird.
That was amazing. I think it'll be chaos, honestly, if we open it up.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
All right, well.
Holy smokes, you guys. I am sitting here taking pages of notes. You know, Carrie, when you talk about look for those that are reaching up, and you should be reaching down, and you are such a master at that. Absolutely a master. And you're a master at complimenting people, right? And genuine, it's so authentic. Your heart comes through and you truly care, and asking questions and connecting. And like you said, what is unsaid, right? And you're not afraid to dig in there and ask those questions that most people would absolutely stop before going that deep. And I think that definitely makes a huge difference. And you are your level of action, your signal, it is all off the charts. You absolutely taught me to give them homework, because I can't tell you guys how many conversations I've had where Carrie's like, why are you doing so much? And they're not willing to do remotely what you're doing, right? So making people earn your time.
Yes.
Huge, right? And just having courage. You guys, I think about when Maria and I did our first hotel meeting, and we were scared to death, but we knew we had to step up and say yes. So it's okay to be scared, but then act, even if you're feeling that fear, and have that courage. So Carrie, I just can't thank you enough. I know everyone was, my phone was blowing up. So thank you so much for jumping on this Zoom. We're thrilled you took your time in the middle of December. We're just grateful for your leadership along with Stu. Like you said, you guys are just such an incredible team. We couldn't do it without both of you, and we're grateful for you. So thank you guys. We'll get the recording out quickly to you.
Woo!
Fair Care launch, really, really fast.
Launch tomorrow night. Carrie, tell everybody about the launch.
So 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you will be able to start ordering the hair care. It is only available in sets as of now until January, I believe. And then at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is when the launch will actually go live from corporate, from the Life Vantage Facebook page, not the Life Vantage official distributors page, but just Life Vantage page. So 7 p.m. Mountain, the launch will go live. It will ship on the 21st. So you guys, it's not getting there in time for Christmas, okay? We do not want people frustrated, but guess what? They're going to get it a couple days after, and they are going to be thrilled. Get your orders in, because the first order is in or the first order is out, and it's going to be nuts. Think about it. The pre-launch, it sold out in 3 days, you guys.
Woo!
Woo! So anyway, yes, Carrie.
I just want to say, I really do want to reiterate that you were so right, Carrie, when you said dig deep, ask questions of people, especially men. If you ask a few questions, and like that guy yesterday, I'm like, dude, your wife's sick. What does that mean? What does that look like? What does that look like? And this guy was literally like looking at me like, gosh, do I really go there? And he's like, she doesn't get out of bed. I mean, like, my kids are having nightmares, like my children. You guys, there are people that are living lives of quiet desperation, and nobody asks a deep question. Nobody shows that they care. Nobody listens to them. Nobody digs deep. You may be the only person that has listened to that person in the last year or more. This guy was yearning for someone to love on him. And I told you, I'm like, dang, I've been loving on you for 20 minutes. Where's the rest of the people that are between me and you? And there were plenty of them. Get this guy help. Right? And there were so many others. Like, there are so many amazing people in a room, and if you just let them walk out the door and you don't give them something with your name on it, you don't get their number, they're done. They leave and they go, wow, that was a great meeting, but this guy can't afford the products. And I'm like, dude, we will help you. So please, you owe it. Someone's on their knees, but they're on their knees for you to grab them by the arms and help them stand up. I had to say that.
Absolutely. People, like I said, you dig and dig, and people are dying to be heard, right? No one's asking them, and people, they need that. And then they need the hope that we are offering them from every angle on Life Vantage. Hope, exactly. Hope in so many different areas. So thank you guys. Sorry, I know we went longer tonight, but I knew that you guys would all be stoked to listen to Carrie any extra time that you could. And we are grateful for each and every one of you. Join us on the Monday morning call tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Bye. Thank you, Carrie. Grateful for you.
I'm looking at everybody. It's so fun. Woohoo.